USA to Canada for your PR. This is the topic of today. If you are already inside USA or you are looking to go to USA, in that case, I always say that better you go to Canada. Why to go to Canada? Because you don't have two lives. You can't spend one life to get your PR and second life you are going to enjoy it. That does not happen. You just have only one life and you can't really spend your entire life to get your PR. Right now on H1B, there are issues going on, and whosoever is going to get the H1B in future, whether it is renewal or the new H1B is going to be applied, in that case companies will require to pay $1 lakh, and many companies may not hire people just because they require to pay this much of money if you are not a really special candidate. And this kind of problem can happen to people who are already having H1B. Yes, it can happen in future. So people who are waiting for their PR in USA for like maybe 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and they are legal residents of USA till now, and they did not do anything wrong, just because they are Indians, they are not getting their PR. Because the rule of USA is, you know, that it's really weird that they have divisions or numbers which are counted for each country, and because Indians are more than 70%, people are not getting their PR, the people are not getting their green card in USA. That's a problem. What I always say, get your PR in Canada and then start working in USA, start doing your business in USA, or get your second home in USA. But you should have a country which is quite near to USA, which is Canada, which you can call your home. So get your PR of Canada. In this particular video, we are going to discuss about how you can get your PR in Canada, whether you will require to spend some money on that, whether it can be really easy, quick option for you, where you don't require to spend any money, but there can be options available without spending money or with spending money, which can get you the PR of Canada, and eventually you can have your job in USA. Because eventually, why do you want to stay in USA? You want to stay in USA just because you want to work there, you want to earn in US dollars, and there are more job opportunities in USA. Yes, I don't deny that, but peace of mind is also really important, because if you don't know where you are going to get settled, then you always delay your plans, sometimes for marriages, sometimes for buying your home, sometimes for many other things, for your kids as well. You don't really decide. And what if you will require to leave USA, if there is some executive order by Trump that you will require to leave USA, what is going to happen in that scenario? If there is enough force against immigrants that people will require to leave USA, what you are going to do? What your kids are going to do? You have lived in India for some time, or maybe outside Canada, outside USA, anywhere in the world. So you know your country. It's absolutely fine. But about your kids? What about your kids? If your kids will require to leave USA as well, what will happen to them? So keeping everything in mind, I feel that if you are living in USA, that Canada can become an alternate for you just to get your PR. As soon as you get your PR, or even during the process of getting your PR, in that case you can start working or keep working in USA. That's how I say that you should shift yourself just on papers in Canada, get your PR, temporarily be there, maybe just to build your experience, or along with that Canadian job, have a US job as well. So something of this sort you can do in future, so that you get the PR of Canada, and eventually you can shift permanently or later on through other rules, other things, by becoming a Canadian resident, permanent resident. Then you can keep working, keep staying in USA. So that's how you should build your life in future. So today we are discussing about the options which you can explore to get your PR in Canada. That's how you should proceed. That's how you should think. There are many people who have received open work permit of Canada under a special public, it was a special public policy. People who were having H1B visa in USA, they got work permits. So if you are already having work permit and you haven't explored Canada, so you can activate that work permit, you can enter in Canada, you can use it. So people were having I guess 2 years of work permit, open work permit, and you could have this work permit for spouse as well. So this can be one kind of people, one kind of category where you are having open work permit of Canada. That is one. Second, intra-company transfer. So if your company is there, if they have an office or maybe project that company is established in USA, but in Canada as well, and they are ready to move you in Canada. In that case, you can take intra-company transfer, and it will get you kind of a closed work permit. You can work with the company only, and along with that closed work permit, you can bring your family as well on open work permit. So your spouse can get open work permit, plus kids will get study visa as well, and they can study for free in Canada. So you can look for this kind of opportunity. Third can be study visa. So that can be a third option for you. So one can become the primary. If both these options are not working, you are not having open work permit under the special public policy, so that is not there. Second, intra-company transfer, that is also not there. So company is not ready to transfer you to Canada, or they don't have office in Canada, so that is also gone. Third option can be study visa. So you can take study visa. So if you are married, then one will get study visa, need to take 2 years of master degree, and other will get open work permit. So if you are husband and wife living in USA, so now from maybe if wife is on H1B or husband is on H1B, you can decide who is going to go on study, and the other one will get open work permit of Canada, and then you can survive there, you can earn there, survive there, get your PR, and eventually later on you can see how you are going to get your job back in USA. So you can look for such option as well. So if you want peace of mind, and if you want short PR in next 2-3 years, in that case this can be an option for you. You can look for any of these options, whether open work permit, intra-company transfer, study visa, LMIA as well. If you are having some company who is ready to hire you because of your USA experience, in that case you can take a closed work permit using LMIA. So you can approach the companies. If company is ready to hire you through LMIA, in that case company will give you closed work permit for next 2 years, and your spouse will get open work permit. That's how you can make your PR of Canada possible as well. So there can be multiple options available depending upon your situation, depending upon the opportunities you are going to get in Canada, and depending upon your financial scenario. Depending upon all these things, you can choose one of the options, whether it is open work permit under policy as I have shared, or intra-company transfer, study visa, LMIA based closed work permit, any of these options. If you are going to activate any of these options, in that case you can be eligible for your PR under any of these options, and eventually in next 2 to 3 years you can get your PR of Canada, and one of you can keep doing the job of USA as well during the period. Suppose you are going on study visa, on that period, okay, student is moving to Canada, husband or wife, suppose wife is going for study, so wife is on study visa, husband is still working in USA, and through your wife you are making one pathway for PR. So that's how. So you are having you are not leaving your job of USA, but your wife is preparing a base for PR in Canada. So that can also happen. So there can be multiple things possible, but this is an investment you should do so that you have peace of mind. You get the PR of Canada. Now you know that you don't require to move back to India or your home country. Now you know that if USA is not going to give you anything, or they are going to throw you out, in that case you have one country to call your home, that is Canada, which is quite similar. I know that job opportunities are not similar as USA, I know that, but Canada is not bad as like your home country maybe. So it is better to move to Canada rather than moving to Africa, rather than moving to India, rather than moving to Bangladesh, rather than moving to Pakistan, rather than moving to any other country. So it's better that you have this opportunity in hand. That's why I am explaining this. So what kind of options can be there, can be activated for you? One is special category draws in express entry. Special category draws means here the cutoff level is on lower side. Yeah, there can be a session of 2 hours on this particular topic, but because we need to summarize everything so that you have the gist of everything to make a plan, I'm going to do a live session on this as well. I have already made the presentation, but first I am doing this short video. So not a short video, for me it is a short video, but it is going to be like 15 minutes video, just to give you an idea that this type of options will be there for you. So one is special category draws in express entry. Here the cutoff is far less compared to Canadian experience class. So even if you are not becoming Canadian experience class, still you can be eligible under special category draws. Without doing education in Canada, and without taking experience in Canada, 1 year of experience in Canada, usually your score is going to be far less than Canadian experience class. Right now the cutoff is approximately 525. Most of the people without education, without Canadian experience will not reach to that mark. So what can be done in this scenario? And even after taking 1 year of experience, you may not reach to this mark of Canadian experience class because you may not have Canadian education. What to do in this scenario? So if you are getting anything, if you are getting open work permit, if you are getting intra-company transfer, if you are getting anything, LMIA based closed work permit, anything, whatever you are getting rather than study visa, in that case, most probably you can be eligible in special category draws. That's it. You may not reach to this level of Canadian experience class. So what you need to do, you need to activate special categories. I am going to share the special categories as well for you. So suppose two of you, if the couple is there, then it will become easier, because then the couple primary applicant will always get a closed work permit, or if you got the open work permit, then both of you can have one also. Husband is also having open work permit, wife is also having open work permit. So in that case, both of you can activate special categories, because both of you can work in healthcare or in education or in trade, and you can activate special categories. But if one of you is having open work permit, for example, primary applicant is having closed work permit, but secondary applicant dependent is having open work permit, then open work permit applicant can activate special categories, because closed work permit applicant cannot work anywhere else. You need to work in that particular profile. If you are working in IT, you need to work in IT in the same company on the same job title. You can't change anything. But open work permit, person with open work permit can work anywhere. So what you need to activate? Person with open work permit, you need to activate special categories. It can be in healthcare, it can be in education. So these two you need to prioritize, and if you are going to work in these fields, in that case you can get your PR easily. So this is one thing that you can do. If you are having primary applicant is also having work permit, secondary applicant is also having work permit, both of you are having work permit, but one of you is having open work permit. So this open work permit candidate can activate special categories of express entry. That is what you need to target. Second is RCIP. If you are able to study, work in RCIP communities, there are 14 communities, I will share the list. In that case, you can activate RCIP. So work for 1 year or study there. Do one of these things. In that case, you will activate RCIP for your PR. One of the university that you can note is Algoma University. Why Algoma? Because it gives you admission with 3 years of bachelor degree if you have 65% marks. So it activates RCIP, it activates spouse visa application as well. It helps you in PR. There are multiple options in that. So this is one university. So RCIP can be your option. This is Rural Community Immigration Pilot, and in this particular program, if you are going to study or work in RCIP communities, there are 14 communities. In that case, you will get your PR. So this is the second option that you can activate. Third is French. Suppose you are getting a score, CRS score. So there is calculation of CRS. Yesterday, day before yesterday, I guess I posted a video on French. Watch that video. If you are able to do French, you know that I don't want to go on work permit, I don't want to go on study, I don't want to spend time, energy, money, anything, but I can do French. I'll sit at home, I will do French. If you are able to do B2 level French, in that case, and you are having, you can do CLB 9 in C1 level in English test. So in that case, you can get your PR from outside Canada as well using French. One great option that you can take. So must watch that video. I'll share the link in description as well. But I guess day before yesterday, I posted on a complete video on this. Must watch that complete video on PR. So if you are able to do French, that can also get you PR of Canada. Then you don't require to take study visa, work permit, you don't require to take anything. Just complete French at age 40, at age 45 as well. You can get your PR of Canada through French. Next is PNP. There can be PNP options, but in most of the PNPs, you will require to take experience. So if you are having open work permit, you can activate Ontario PNP or BC PNP, or there are other PNPs as well. But that's not the strongest option from outside. if you are not taking study in these provinces. You will not get enough points, but yes, through study these can be the options. Again, Canadian experience class, if you are going to study in Canada and you are going to get experience, 1 year of experience in Canada, then Canadian experience class can also be possible for you at any age, means not at any age, but usually before age 35 you can activate this as well. So through study, PNP and Canadian experience class, these are going to be the best options. And through study, these are also the option. Through study, everything is the option. But if you are not going to study, then special category draws, RCIP and French, these are going to be the options if you don't want to study in Canada. So these are the options which you can keep in mind for your PR. Canadian experience class, how you become the Canadian experience class? You need to get 1 year of experience, 1 year of experience in Canada, then you become Canadian experience class. But the cutoff is greater than 525 in most cases. How you are going to get this score? No, directly if you are going on work permit, you may not get this score. You will require to study in Canada. Along with study, then if you are going to get 1 year of experience, then combining these two things, study plus experience, then you can reach to this kind of score. Otherwise, just with the experience, you will not reach to this score and you will not get Canadian experience class. So if you are going to study in Canada, this can be an option for you. Special categories, there are 2 special categories which you can definitely target. First is healthcare, second is education. That's it. Don't target trade. There was one draw recently happened and the cutoff was 505 and 1250 invitations were there, and there were, after 1 year someone got this, people got this draw. So this I will not recommend. This is one good category, this is also a good category, and this is the best. If you can go for healthcare special category by getting 6 months of experience, 6 months of experience inside Canada or outside Canada, you can activate healthcare special category. And what are the jobs to target if you are going to land in Canada? So how to check what are the jobs there in special categories? Just type special category draws in express entry, special category draws in express entry, and you will find this kind of website. Just scroll down on bottom, click on the healthcare, and all the no codes, all the job titles of healthcare will be opened, and then you can select what kind of job you can take. If you are already in healthcare, great, awesome. If you are not in healthcare, then in that case you can target 2-3 jobs. One job is personal support worker or social support worker. No code is 33102. If you are going to work in this job for 6 months, you will activate. If you are inside Canada having open work permit, after study or before study, it doesn't matter. If you can work and get 6 months of experience, you will activate healthcare special category. Second is pharma assistant. Inside Canada, work as pharma assistant and you can activate this special category as well. Early childhood educator assistant, again this is an education. So healthcare is one special category, education is second special category. Even though there are so many jobs given, but what are the jobs you need to target? I am sharing these 3 jobs. So pharma assistant, person support worker, and early childhood educator assistant. So these are the jobs you need to target. If you are going to work in these fields for 6 months, you will activate special category draws. And for that, if you are inside Canada, because if you have open work permit of Canada and you are inside Canada, these are the jobs you need to do. Because Canadian experience class, you will not get enough points, but you can get enough points for healthcare and education. In healthcare, the cutoff was 470 and education, I guess it was 462. Last cutoff was 462. Before that, it was 479. It was 475. So it is around 460, 470 in CRS, and it is achievable as well after getting 1 year of Canadian experience if you don't have any education in Canada. So this is quite achievable. That's why you need to target these jobs. To do these jobs in Canada, you will require some kind of certificate. You can do a short certificate of 6 months for this. You can do a short certificate of 2 months for pharma assistant, and for early childhood education assistant, you have 2 to 6 months of certificate. So you can do certificates in Canada. After completion of these certificates, you can start working, and you can do it quite quickly as well. Cost is also not really high. You can do them along with your study as well, but you will require to get 6 months of experience after completing these certificates. Then only your experience will start, and you can count this experience to get the score. So first thing to target is, that is special category in healthcare or in education. That is one thing to target. Then PNP. So if you are going to study in Canada, suppose you, for example, you are studying in Algoma, RCIP. So you will activate RCIP as well. But along with that, if you are going to study anywhere in Canada, in any college or university, in that case, you will activate International Student Stream of Ontario. One of the best streams to go for. What do you require? You require a full-time job offer on NOC B or above level, just full-time job offer letter. Yes, all the provinces offer PNP options after study, but this is the fastest one where you will just require an offer letter. And because people on H1B mostly are techies, most of you are going to get a job in Ontario, will stay in Ontario, especially in GTA. So this can be the best option for you. You can move here and you can get your PR through this option. So after completion of your study, once you get the job offer letter on NOC B or above level, in Ontario, you will be eligible under this program. If you have studied in Canada in any public college or university, you will activate this option. You require to find an eligible employer. Then employer should be supportive as well, should be ready to give you endorsement, and try to get a job outside GTA. If you get a job outside GTA, your chances for getting PNP invitations are going to be increased. So although there are multiple options available in PNP, so many options are there, I cannot cover all of them here. One of the best options I have shared with you here. Just by getting an offer letter, you can be eligible for your PNP. PNP means PR of one province only, PR of Ontario, which can eventually get you PR of entire Canada. That is called PNP, Provincial Nomination Program. Next is RCIP. It is a pilot program. It is for 14 communities. These are 14 communities in different states, different provinces of Canada. And 6 of them are in Ontario. North Bay, Sudbury, Timmins, Sault Ste. Thunder Bay. Best one. So because these are big communities, here you have higher population, more job opportunities, and after completing your experience, 1 year of experience here, or 1 year of study, master's study, or 2 year of master's study, or 2 year of any study. So if you are going to study or get experience, in that case you will get PR through RCIP as well. You will get nomination. So these are also the options. If you are having open work permit of Canada and you can go to Canada and you can work, then you can target RCIP communities for your PR. And if you are going to get 6 months of experience, 1 year of experience, then you will be eligible to get nomination. So this is what you need to target. You can work in other places as well. There are 14 communities in BC as well. There are 3 communities. Alberta is there, Saskatchewan is there, Manitoba is there. There are 3 communities. Ontario is there, Nova Scotia is there. So communities are there in the entire Canada. But if you want to target bigger communities, then and more options, then in that case you can target Ontario. Ontario has bigger communities compared to other places. So RCIP can be an option for you. Both for student and spouse, so anyone can take PR. So if you are going to study, so student can also take PR through RCIP. If you are on open work permit, whether you got it through the public policy, whether you got it because you are a spouse of student, anyway, if you are an open work permit, so you can also get it. Then PR with study or experience. So through study and experience, I have explained 0 to 1 year of experience is needed. Why? If you are going to study there, you require 0 month of experience. But if you are going to work there directly, then you require 1 year of experience. And study leads to PR. Experience also leads to PR and study also leads to PR. So this is RCIP. French for PR, I have already explained. So if you don't want to, if you cannot do anything, you can't spend money on study, but you can do French. and you are not having any other option, neither closed work permit, not open work permit, you are not getting anything. In that case, French can be an option for you. If you are going to get CRS score, just watch that video how you are going to get PR through French. If you are getting CRS score 430, 440, 450, in most cases you will get your PR from outside Canada. What you are required to achieve? First, do your French. CLB 7 is required in French. So if you need help in French preparation, I can help you in that. English, CLB 9. Most of the people who are living in USA, I feel that they can score CLB 9 in English test. You can take IELTS, CELPIP or PT. Any test is fine. Next is start with study if you have small kids. So for example, if you go to study in Canada and you have small kids, in that case, or anyway as well, if you are on study in Canada, you can start doing French along with your study as well. Start when 2 years of work permit is pending. So this is for someone who is on the later stage of work permit. Suppose you got 2 or 3 years of work permit, start doing your French along with that work permit so that you complete your French within 1 year, and in next 1 year you can get your PR. Keep last option if nothing works. So French can be the first option for someone who does not have any other option. Then French can be the only option. If you have other options as well, still you should keep French as your last option. So that's how French can get you PR. So if you are in this particular situation that you are going to study in USA, you already completed your study in USA, or you are doubtful that anything can happen to you, your family in terms of your immigration status in USA, already on H1B, going to apply for H1B, you may get it, you may not get it. In that case, there are options available in Canada to get your PR. Just keep these options in mind and plan for Canada as your second option. I know that US has more opportunities. I also see USA. I don't have really I love Canada. Great. I have a great love for Canada because I have lived in Canada for many years. But I see USA as an additional opportunity for me to expand. If I am going to start a business, then USA is a bigger market for me. USA has higher wage rates. USA has more income. USA has more opportunities for work, business, anything. And cost of living in terms of rentals is far better, far sensible in USA compared to Canada. So I love Canada because it is near USA and it open up more options for me when I am living in Canada. So yes, USA is a great place and you don't want to leave it. I am also not saying that you should leave it, but you should keep Canada as your second option or the first option for PR and USA as the option for earning. So yes, definitely it is a great option. I don't deny that, but peace of mind, getting PR is also important. Tomorrow you are on temporary resident permit right now. You have a temporary permit in USA and you need to keep extending it. And it is not like extending a work permit in Dubai, because there you can keep extending it for 10 years. It's not a problem. USA is not like that. You need to keep extending it frequently, and each government has their agenda. And if you are not fitting in their agenda, they can throw you out. So yes, there is a lobby behind you. You are also a lobby, and you are having many tech giants who are ready to support you. But ultimately, there is a limit to everything. And if there are going to be anti-immigration agendas, and there are protests, and there is racism, all those things are there. If these things are there, in that case, politicians are kind of helpless. They have to take decision against you. And if there is any decision which is against you, in that case, you will require to leave. Or companies will also say that, okay, start working from home, but go to home. We can't do anything. We are helpless. So this can also happen. That's why make your second home near to USA, which is Canada. If you also want to apply for any of these options or want to discuss your case, you can ping me on my WhatsApp number. I would be happy to take care of your case, discuss your case, and we can look for the options for you. If you have money to spend, go on study. Quite easy, straightforward method. And if you are married, in that case, you can send your husband or wife to Canada. You can still keep working on H1B, but you are making a second pathway for you. You have the second place to go. and there you can get your PR, or your wife can make a PR for you, PR possible for you. Your kid can also start studying for free in Canada. So those things are also possible, and you can also keep spouse visa for yourself, but don't travel there. And if there is any issue in future after 1 year, you can travel immediately because you are already having your spouse visa. So that is what I wanted to share in this particular video. So you are having this particular option. I'll make do a live session on that. So you can also join that live session, and you can get the benefit of that, because you will be able to understand all these options in detail, how you can get your PR possible. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. See you in next video.